in the fourth period there. So it's tough, but back to back in Toronto on the road, I thought we played a really hard-fought game, and we didn't quit at any point. Really proud of our team and the way we played.
Some really tough calls there against the Panthers in terms of penalties. What can you say about the resiliency that this group showed, despite those, and being able to overcome those?
Yeah, obviously it's tough. I thought we played a really good game, and it's tough to give up goals on the penalty kill, but it's been trending up of late, and just going to roll with it.
Speaking of trending up, it seems like this team has really kind of found consistency. You don't get the 2 points, but you do get 1 point on this game. It's just what's been different in terms of where this team is at and the level that you're playing at right now.
Yeah, a lot of resiliency. We come out, we compete every night, we prepare well. Coaches are giving us the tools to win, and we're executing at a higher consistency than we did early in the season. And it's finding us in these competitive games in the third period where we have a lead or are protecting a lead. So, like I said, really proud of our team, the way we played back to back. We came into this building, we really gave them a competition.
What's your confidence level in this team right now at this point in time?
Oh, super high, super high. If we go into Montreal and have a really good game, we can come out of here with, I think, 5 out of the possible 6 points. So if you can do that on the road consistently, especially where we're at in the standings, it's going to put us in a good spot, hopefully, down the stretch.
I feel like you guys are starting to dig yourselves out of that first half hole.
Yeah. I think good, consistent, hardworking play is doing that for us, and we're starting to dig ourselves out.
Brandon Montour just tied his career high in points at the 44-game mark. Last year was 37 and 81. The last couple of years, just what have you seen about his game that makes him such a valuable player to this team and defenseman in the NHL?
He's calm, he's confident, he's in the rush. That sets a good gap, so he's good defensively. I love Monty's game, and it's a treat playing with him.
It seems like you and Gus have just really been clicking the last 10, 15 games or so. You came back from the injury, and now you two are just kind of like eating those top pair minutes. How's that been with him?
Oh, it's been great. I love Gus. He's a fantastic player. His feet are incredible. Some of the best in the league, and his stick is as well. We've been finding chemistry, and it's never easy. Obviously, I played with somebody else last year, as did he, and we found a way to really build that chemistry and that confidence in each other's game, that we're going to make the right play in the right situation. Good talk, all that stuff that comes with being a good defenseman.
Yeah, it was a lot of special teams, PK, power play. Not so much 5-on-5, maybe a little more 5-on-5 in the third period, but otherwise it was a lot of special teams.
Speaking of special teams, some really tough calls against the Panthers in that one. What can you say of how your team was able to overcome that, and the resiliency and the way that your team continued to fight?
Yeah, we battled as hard as we could. Like, obviously, you spend a lot of time in our zone on the penalty kill. They're going to get their shots, they're going to get their momentum, so obviously it's hard to spend so much time there, but I think we did really well. Got to the overtime and could have gone either way, but obviously they play with the puck whole overtime, so they got their chance.
Sasha, when you compare last year to this year, a game like tonight, kind of an ugly game, a lot of penalties, sort of a chippy game, is there a luck factor? Or are you guys just not getting the same bounces last year in these sort of close, kind of grinding, ugly January games?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard right now to try and compare last year to this year. Like, last year was last year, and we're fully concentrated on building something new here, and a lot of new guys and new systems and everything. So we don't really think about what happened last year. They have similar team to what they had last year, so they play that really powerful attack game. They know how to score goals, so of course we need to be ready and play really good defense. And Bob was really good today, gave us a chance to get in the overtime, and that's it.
You have points at 5 of your last 6. Going into Montreal, you guys had them in Florida a couple of weeks ago, pretty dominant win. Have a chance to go back home, 7 or 8 points. Do you think you guys are finally getting to that hockey that you want to play in the later stretch of the season?
Yeah, I feel like we've been finding our identity a little bit. We had it at the beginning of the year, but then a little slump after that. But I think last 2-3 weeks we've been kind of finding how to play as a team, how to work really hard and play smart. Obviously, it's not gonna go all the time our way, but previous 6-7 games, I think our effort has been there every game, and we've been winning as well.
You've had Lundy on your wing pretty much the last 5-6 games. Just seeing him out there instead of down the middle, you like playing with him there?
Yeah, I love it. He's a really good kid. I call him kid. He's still young, but yeah, he's really smart. Like you want to play with those type of players. And Reinhardt on the other side, he's another like super smart guy. Probably like one of the smartest guy I ever played with him and Lundy. So we had that little chemistry, and I think we can, at our best, we can be really good and effective. But we're still working. We're still talking a lot. We're still like finding our way.
What's the biggest difference in how Paul Maurice wants you to play?
Yeah, it's he's been in the league a while, so he knows what is the right way to play like in the regular season, so it carries over in the playoffs. But obviously you gotta make the playoffs first. But yeah, he has that like super strict like defensive type of game. Like you know what to do in the defensive zone, and obviously we've been really generating a lot of chances in the offensive zone, like playing in their zone as well. So like I like the system. Everyone likes the system. We just gotta execute, and I think previous like 5-6 games, like I said, we've been kind of finding our ways.
Speaking of the playoffs, why do you believe in this group, and why do you think you guys can turn things around, continue to turn things around here?
Yeah, we have every piece we need to get success there, but obviously it's long season and you gotta get hot at some point, and I feel like we've been finding our identity and stuff. So yeah, it's gonna come. We just keep working hard and keep recovering on the days off, and I know it's been a tough schedule for us, but for sure it's gonna build a team chemistry as well.
Thanks, Sasha.
What's the end
How
of
would
that?
you put that win or game? Right?
Yeah, there'd be lots of energy, excitement, profanity would be the words. So we can't use most of them. You know what? Proud of our guys here tonight. Like they flew us out to the West Coast, flew us back, flew us home, flew us up here and back to back us, and then they threw those two guys at us. I think we hung in there pretty good. I am proud of our group.
Some tough calls against your team. Some tough calls, some challenging calls against your team.
Yeah.
Just what stood out to you in regards to some of those penalties?
Well, there'll always be penalties that you take in your game you earn. There's a whole bunch you're not going to like at all. I thought we had the inordinate share of those. Hard to describe the call. Usually at least they have enough there to argue, come over and say, yeah, the stick got up, or the Radko Gudas hits as clean a hit as you can level, stick on stick, body on body. Not a charge. They're both going in the same direction. No problem with the guy going to the net at all. That's hockey. But I don't know what the hell those guys were doing tonight, but it wasn't Florida Panther friendly.
Despite being shorthanded for a good amount of time, what can you say
Yeah,
about the fight and the resilience?
you know what? We were blocking shots. We're trying to go. I think even maybe more. I thought you saw it on our special teams a little bit, right? Started to get a little slow on our power play, and it's been so fast the last few days. And then our penalty kill too, just couldn't quite close the lane out, you know. But they've been really good for us, and I think we get a day's rest and we can get that back in order.
As a coach, what's your message in a game like that? So many penalties in the first two periods, and then the whistles seem to go away.
No.
What's your advice to your players?
No, I just explained to them. It had nothing to do with my players. It had to do with me and a relationship that I have with one of the referees. That's what that was all about. So just go out, keep your mouth shut, and play the game.
And you talked about how after December, you got a couple more games on the road, strong strength of schedule, but you're going to head home soon. You picked up a lot of points. It's a lot of good teams out here on the road.
Yeah.
Just heading into the...
But you know what? Our room, even though this is by far our most difficult stretch, the room feels good. It's a little tired in there today, but it feels good because they see our work level and our compete level is much higher than it was in the month of December. Now, we were flying back and forth then too, and I had a bunch of guys sick, and I had Barkov out and Lundell out, and so we had key guys out, right? It's hard to get over the hump, but we're working our butts off now. I think you know, you may not be able to see it because it was a little fatigued there toward the end of the game. We didn't have that push or that sharpness, but they're working hard enough to win games. And when you do that, your goalie starts making more saves. Everybody starts feeling better. So the room feels good. Tough loss tonight, you know.
And just on Denisenko, I mean, takes a pretty hard hit, but the blue line goes back in the corner.
Yeah.
Low, gets the assist on a third goal. So what have you liked from him since he's been in the line?
He's heavy. He's hard on pucks and he's strong on pucks. And I'm, we're really trying to work on some puck control here, not throwing pucks away, trying to be sharp with execution. He'll hang on to a puck, and he'll tight turn, and he's got enough weight and kind of a low center of gravity that he can hang on to it. So, yeah, I mean, this is a guy who's basically missed 2 years of hockey through injuries and COVID, and he was a high draft pick, and he's kind of got he's got the understanding now how hard you got to work to be a good player, and he's starting to do it. So we're pretty excited there. He's only been a few games, but there's something there.
And speaking with Sasha Barkov, it feels like this team is really starting to find its identity. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I do. I think we have to do it over and over and over and over, which is it's the only way we're getting to the playoffs. But if you can get that game, get healthy, get fresh, get on some sort of even footing on how the game's, anyway, some sort of even footing out there. You got a game you got a better chance of winning with than the flow, right? You got a bit of a grind going. So we got lots of work to do, but we're heading in the right direction.
Coach, Brandon Montour, he just tied his career high in points today.
Yeah.
44 game mark. Last year was
Yeah.
81 games. When Eki was out, he was eating up most of the minutes
Yeah.
of your back end, top 10 in points by defenseman. Just what has he brought to your team?
Well, he is an incredibly elite skater, above and beyond what you normally see. His change of gears, his ability to change speed and get into holes is fantastic. But we've also needed him. Last year he was in the 5-6 hole, and now he's in the 3-4 or the 1-2, as you said. And he's starting to use that speed, that skating to defend. When he does that, he's going to be a star.